Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Wraith, and today I'm going to be going over my thoughts and my predictions on what Games Workshop has in store for Middle-earth strategy battle game. My favourite game. Okay, bit biased on this channel. I do love Middle-earth strategy battle game. Because I'm not rubbish at it. So, yeah. What do I think is going to happen? Well, there's a lot of ideas floating about and things people want to happen with the future of the game. The main thing I don't want to happen is I know people won't like this, but I do not want to see another single Rohan model come out. You can resculpt all you like, that's fine. Aemir, I like him. Some people think he looks fat, but it's big armor, whatever. But more Rohan stuff is not the way to go. Okay, we've got loads of Rohan stuff. We've got Gondor at War and we've got Rohan stuff in there. Like Legendary Legions. And we got Rohan in War. And there's Legendary Legions and models. And yeah, so we've got enough Rohan stuff. Along with Gondor as well. We've got enough Gondor stuff. They've had their time in the, they've had the spotlight on them. So let's put them aside. I know they're the most popular factions. I don't play either of them. But they're the most popular. I'm an evil player anyway, so who cares? I'm really happy that Isengard got a bit of, a boost. They needed it. They really needed it. They did get that nerf where you can't explode your entire army on purpose to win the game, but that's not really a nerf, is it? That's stopping you from being that guy. And if you did do that tactic, well, you can't anymore, and that's a shame because I'm sure it was fun to play against. But other than that, yeah, the Legendary Legions are still solid. Absolutely solid. Rerolling the Ballista and stuff like that. Fantastic. But what do I want to see? I want to see something way out there, okay? The most popular opinion is the Second Age is going to be a thing. So we're going to have either a Last Alliance kind of themed book. So we can maybe have a Last Alliance Legendary Legion. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'd love to see an Arnor Legendary Legion. Maybe a couple more models for them. Numenor, get a couple more named characters for them. Rivendell are pretty good on characters, but just including them in for the Last Alliance is perfect. But I'd also like to see, what Angmar was up to before the War of the Ring. So maybe we could have an Angmar Legendary Legion. Not sure what would that entail, but you can just imagine the possibilities. Okay, Angmar are in a really good place where they are, even though the Shades got nerfed up ages ago, slightly, but it didn't get nerfed for Angmar. It got nerfed for people who were just bringing a Shade into their Isengard list. So, yeah. Which, fair play to them, because the Shade is really good. But, it'd be nice to mix things up. That's why I do like Legendary Legions, because they do give you another way to play the game. I do run the Return of the King Legendary Legion on occasion. But I also have my favourite army, which is Farharad and the Serpent Horde combined together. Serpent Horde brings all the firepower and spear supports for my half-trolls. So I've got the Betrayer, a gun line, and then to keep myself at the 50% bow limit, I've got the equivalent in Spearman, and I've got the Serpent Lord, Serpent King. Guy with the 6-inch banner in my list, because he's a pretty good leader. He comes with a banner. I love him, and he's pretty good in a scrap. So, yeah. So having the spear supports on my half-trolls, who are strength 5, 2 attacks each, okay? Don't give them two-handed weapons. Why would you? They're not burly. No point. Yeah. So that's 3 attacks you're chucking out. With a banner that's probably going to touch everything, because it's 6 inches. Oh, absolute steal, that guy. 100 points for him. You get a 6-inch banner and a Hero of Legend. Fantastic. And obviously the Betrayer is buffing the bows at the back to reroll all failed wounds, and you'll be surprised how devastating they can be if you get a volley off. Rerolling to wounds is all the difference. Absolutely incredible. And then the Camel Riders, the Mahad Raiders. So yeah, I'll just spam as many as them. I've got 10 of them, led by a Mahad King on Camel, and then another Mahad King leading the half-trolls on Camel. I love that list. Absolutely love it. It's my favourite list to play. It's fun to play with, and it does really, really well for me. But it's my playstyle, so yeah. But I also played Goblin Town. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So, what do I want to see? Apart from things in the Second Age and things before the War of the Ring, I really would like to see an Easterling Legendary Legion. That'd be fantastic. Tying in, like, because they're meant to have excellent martial prowess. They've got, ties to dragons, things like that. The possibilities are endless. Just imagine having like a dragon going in with the Easterlings, an Easterling dragon, or even just a named hero for the Easterlings. So not the Wraith, not Camel or Amdur. Just to have an extra captain level, hero of fortitude level, named hero that can do. It doesn't matter what he does. Just having the option would be fantastic, and then giving you a bonus for playing how Easterlings should be played with the pike blocks and things like that. We could even have a Legendary Legion for the Battle for Moria between the Goblins, the Balrog, and then you've got Dur in there and all his chaps. And the possibilities are endless. So that's the only reason I say move away from Rohan and Gondor, for goodness sake. Okay, I know they're popular, but buff some of the less used factions. Like, even Corsairs of Umbar, I think they're strong, they don't need anything but a Legendary Legion for them, or something would be quite nice. They got their heroes, so I'm not too worried about Corsairs of Umbar. But anyway, they're the wishful thinking kind of things. Now, into the meat of it. This is what I think they should do. And this would really up the game and change, it might change it quite a bit, but I would like to see Legendary Legions or extra rules for elite armies. And by that, I don't mean like Iron Hills. I'm talking, if you run the Fellowship, they've got their own Legendary Legion where it will buff them. So even if it's like Blade Lord for some of the characters, maybe not all of them, definitely Sam with his frying pan. Blade Lord, if he's in base contact with more than one opponent, he gets an extra attack for each extra opponent he's in combat with after the first. So if he's in combat with 3 of them, he gets 2 extra attacks. Things like that, just to help them out from being outnumbered. Because the amount of times I've seen people go, I love Lord of the Rings, I bought the Fellowship, they bring it to their gaming club and get absolutely destroyed. Because they just get trapped and they don't roll a 6 and they die. Okay? Thorin's Company. Like, they've got Erebor Reclaimed, solid army, solid list, you can bring Iron Hills with them. But why not a Legendary Legion for Thorin's Company? Because, I mean, the Fellowship, they get their army bonus where they're immune to terror and, I want to say immune to psychology, you know what I mean, they're fearless when Frodo's alive. As long as Frodo's alive, they're fearless. Yeah, that's cool, but that doesn't really help them win at all. And there's not too much synergy apart from Boromir giving his might to like the 2 hobbits. There's not much synergy. It could be anything. They gain +1 fight value when within 6 inches of Frodo because they're defending Frodo. Things like that. There's so many possibilities. Just giving them like an extra attack maybe if they're outnumbered might be a bit powerful. Thorin's Company, same deal. Okay, so not talking about Erebor Reclaimed because they're fine. They've got ridiculous defense and stuff like that. They're fine. But Thorin's Company, if you can think of examples of rules you could add into Legendary Legion, do leave them in the comment section down below or join my Discord, which is in the description. And let me know, because I'd love to see what you think would be a good Legendary Legion for especially these elite warbands. In my head I've got so many things like Frodo, once per game, can use his Strider ability, where he calls out for Strider, and Strider gets to make 3 heroic combats until he gets to Frodo, or something like that. It's just so thematic, and it will just boost the army. Or even just Strider in general gives 3 heroic combats for the Fellowship within 6 inches. Strider doesn't need a 3 heroic combat, he gets 3 might. But, yeah. You see where I'm going with this. Anything to help them tackle other armies. Resistant to magic is a big one. A really, really big one. So you can even have Gandalf as the Guardian there. So anyone within 6 inches of Gandalf gains resistance to magic, and that'll stop them just getting transfixed on the spot by Angmar or Wraiths or any spellcaster. Same with Thorin's Company. I know Thorin counts as a 6-inch banner for his blokes, but, in the films or books or whatever, they rally to their king. There must be some way they can do that. Make it thematic. Maybe they gain +1 to wound, or +1 attack once per game, or whilst they're within 3 inches of Thorin, or anything like that. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. Let me know what you would like to see. What kind of legendary legions you'd like to see. What characters you'd like to bring. Maybe they've missed some characters out and they could bring in. Yeah, I'd really be interested. If you don't want to put it in the comment section down below, again, join my Discord server. It's growing. Good community. Good bunch of people. And we're always talking about random stuff. It's fantastic. Anyway, this was a bit of a different video. Thank you ever so much for listening to me. And if you liked it, do hit the like button. And if you're feeling especially saintly today, do consider subscribing. Everything helps. But even if you don't do either of those things, I still hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.